Sometimes, people use big relationship decisions like divorce as a way to pressure the other person. They expect an emotional reaction or for the other side to give in. But things shift completely when the response is calm and accepting instead of reactive. This is where expectations meet reality.
Decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce. We sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? The therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying and I was like, I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold.
She may have thought asking for divorce would lead to pressure, arguments, or emotional pushback. Instead, he responded with acceptance, not conflict. And that changed the entire situation. In moments like these, strength isn't always about chasing or fighting. It can also be about staying calm and choosing peace.
Like, I knew that I was ready to leave that day, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no like wanting to fight for us, and I was like, so what are we going to do? And he just kept playing. And he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. So it was like within a couple days, he moved out.
She likely expected panic, pleading, or resistance. But that's not what happened. Instead, he shifted his focus toward what comes next. He started planning, protecting his future, and adjusting to the new reality. Once the decision was made, he stopped holding on and moved forward.
What are you doing?
Stop recording me. He's trying to record me.
What are you doing? Stop him.
Stop not hitting you.
What
Get
are-
the phone out of my face.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just help me out. I don't know the address because he just brought me here on a date after
Wait,
me.
You came over here on your own will.
I did not.
Oh, dude.
Dad,
Stop.
stop it.
Hey, stop.
This is what a narcissist does. Help me, please. I've only lived here for 2 weeks. I don't know this person.
What are you doing?
Stop it. Why are you recording me?
Because you're
I'm
crazy.
like naked in your apartment after you like just woke up and I don't know what happened.
No, I asked you to leave politely, and you didn't.
I don't know. He's like putting the phone on me and yet like unlocking the door. Unlocking the door now and it's scaring me.
When things reach this stage, staying grounded matters. Keeping clear records, sticking to facts, and communicating carefully can protect you when emotions run high. It helps prevent confusion and gives clarity later on. Unlocking the door here means setting firm boundaries and not getting pulled into chaos.
So, my husband of 14 years just told me he wants a divorce. That he loves me as a person. He thinks I'm great, but he's not in love with me anymore. And he doesn't see me in a romantic way anymore. And
She may have seen divorce as a way to apply pressure, expecting a strong emotional reaction. But things changed when he accepted it and stopped reacting. In moments like this, peace doesn't come from arguing harder. It comes from setting clear boundaries and moving forward.
Leave me then. Leave me and see what happens. Literally, if you leave me, there are 20 other dudes waiting outside of the door to be with. You want to sit here and act like I'm not the prize. Dude, I'm perfect. Every single person in this world wants to be with me. They would die to be with me. And you're sitting here talking about you're going to leave me, you're going to leave me. Do it. Do me a favor.
Even after being confronted, she still seems confident enough to challenge him instead of dealing with what actually happened. Now the focus shifts to how he responds once emotions settle. Watch closely. Sometimes the strongest choice is staying calm and making a clear, steady decision.
I'm scared to date. I'm scared of dating. I'm scared of different men. I just know one man. I know one man, it's Julia's father. That's it. I can't just go meet random men. I can't. I'm a wife. I'm a wife. I don't know how to date. I know how to take care of a husband. I don't know how to be a hoe. It's like against my grain. He tells me go find somebody. Nobody's him. Nobody's Julia's dad. Nobody is Julia's dad. So it's really hard. When I was married, I didn't even look a man in the eye. At the grocery store, at the pizza parlor, I would not even look a man in the eye. I was dedicated to my marriage. And the only man I wanted was him. And every day I fell more in love with him, and it was like he fell less in love with me.
Now the situation looks different from what she may have expected. After following advice that didn't help her case, the outcome seems to be sinking in. Often, people only understand the real value of a relationship once distance gives them a new perspective.
I want something. I get it. We used to live in upstate New York, and now we live in Tennessee. And I realized that I wanted something in New York, so I told my husband that he was going to drive me to New York. So it's currently almost 7 a.m. And I just woke up. I'm feeling pretty good. And he's been driving all through the night, so I didn't have to deal with that. And now we're almost to New York, so I can get what I need. And then tomorrow we'll head back to Tennessee. Isn't it the best?
Her reaction seems disconnected from the effort being made. Driving that far wasn't something casual. It took real time and energy. When effort isn't noticed or appreciated, people often start pulling back and stop investing in situations where they no longer feel valued.
I'm sick and shouldn't have to even address this, but apparently I do because the internet sucks. I have never once in my life claimed to know what it's like to have a few years with a child and then be gone. Never. That is a pain that I am sure is unbearable. But I do know what it's like to have a life for a child completely planned out, excited and ready for it to be cut short.
She may not have fully understood what she had until it was no longer there. Sometimes clarity only comes with distance. But once trust and connection are damaged, rebuilding that bond is rarely easy.
The morning of the life I thought that I was going to have. And I'm kind of pissed at myself. I stayed in a marriage for 23 years and built up a family and my ex's career and everything. And we literally just got to where it was supposed to be everything we dreamed of. Like, owned a company, making, almost $1 million.
From the outside, it looks like her view changed after seeing him move forward and do well in his life. It raises a simple question. Does she miss the person, or does she miss the stability and future she once had?
And that was my breaking point. And I left it all. And I'm not a person that is about money, and I'm not a person who feels like they have to have labels and name brands and all that stuff. But I really have found that I've kind of been in mourning of the oh my gosh, I gave it.
It seems the regret may have come more from seeing what was lost than from missing the relationship itself. Distance often changes how people see things and can reveal what they truly valued all along.
So by profession, I am a corn star. You didn't know. And one of the best parts about my job is being able to work a lot and then take chunks of time off. Or I've been able to sculpt my own business plan around being able to do that. Because sometimes I need to take time off. I'm very fortunate to be able to do that because sometimes this job, it can really get to you. Not in the sense that people think that I'm talking about, because I love my job. I can't imagine doing literally anything else. It's more so the way other people react to my job sometimes, or sometimes I run out of steam, or I work too much, or I become uninspired. And having a very large amount of people perceiving you and making comments about you and your body and things like that constantly can be really challenging, but I love it. I love this job so much. I love entertaining people. I love making people happy. I love being on camera. I love making people feel something. I love my job.
People often enjoy the results of success without thinking about the effort behind it. Many are attracted to the outcome, but not the pressure that comes with it. Wanting the reward is easy. Carrying the responsibility behind it is much harder.
Get off your phone.
I just got on.
Get off your stupid game. Like, get off your game, seriously.
What?
Guess what?
What?
I want a divorce.
Okay.
And I'm taking the kids.
Okay.
I'm taking over the house.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. At this point, I would pay for you to leave because I'm so sick and tired of you. Like, the past 2 years have probably been the worst.
She may have expected the divorce talk to create pressure or resistance, but he seemed ready for that possibility. Instead of arguing or trying to hold on, he accepted what was happening and chose to move forward calmly.
If we broke up and I had kids with somebody else and wanted to get back together with you, would you take me back?
Yes. You sound drunk. That is the exact
No, for real. Like, let's say we broke up and I went off and had a whole life. And then I decided I wanted to come back. You gonna let me back?
Trying to spin the block hard.
I just try to
No.
make a U-turn. Would you
Sorry.
take me back?
I'm so sorry.
You wouldn't?
I'm so sorry.
Okay, what if I didn't have kids?
I'm so sorry. Still no.
Or even if I didn't have kids?
No.
What if we had kids and we broke up and then I wanted to come back?
Once she gone, that's it.
It's like that?
Once she gone, that's it. Hit her then. Hit her then.
Once trust and commitment are broken, rebuilding a relationship becomes very difficult. One person may expect things to go back to normal, while the other may see it differently. Sometimes the response isn't anger, it's acceptance and moving on. Would you give the relationship another chance? Share your thoughts below.
I'm divorcing my husband because he booed Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl, and I still don't think he believes me, to be honest, but he might want to start, because I just filed my paperwork at the courthouse, and you can see right here the date of separation.
Sometimes strong emotional attachment to idealized online connections can pull attention away from real relationships and create distance that wasn't there before. This is a reminder that real communication, trust, and honesty matter most. And once that trust is broken, moving forward is often the only option left.
I don't want to cry anymore, guys. I know. And every day is just something new that you think about. Today, it's like, what did I do? Like, I look back at pictures and I'm like, did I take it for granted? And I know I can't think about this. I know I can't. But it's like, what could I have done differently for this to not happen? And like, even when he told me, I was like, I will like stop my business. I will stop like working all the time. Like, anything you want me to do, I will do to not have this happen. And again, I know I can't do that. I can't do that to myself, because even if I was...
When emotional choices are shaped by unrealistic expectations, it can slowly create distance in a relationship. These situations often show how important trust and communication are in marriage. Once that foundation is damaged, it becomes much harder to repair things and move forward together.
I don't know how else to document things, but this is the ugly side of separation and divorce. When you don't truly understand what is going on, when you are stepping into a new career, and the person that is supposed to be your person is not there to tell you how happy they are for you and how proud they are for your first date. When you can't stop crying because you miss their touch, you miss their sarcasm, you miss everything about them. You miss their smell in the mornings. You miss their go grab a Red Bulls. You miss every single ounce of them. And you don't know what to do.
Accountability often becomes clearer once space is created and the relationship has already changed. Looking back, people may start to see how certain actions or repeated conflicts played a role in the outcome. When trust is gone and communication breaks down, it's not easy to rebuild what was there before. Moving on often means accepting what cannot be changed.
Showing you that someone isn't for you and you continue pursuing them, he will make them hurt you until you have no choice but to leave. At first, it's subtle. You get a weird feeling. Something's off. You start hearing things like, I'm just not ready for anything serious right now, while they're posting soft launch dinner plates on their story. And what do? Ignore it. Start praying for clarity when God already gave us the full PowerPoint presentation. And then he ramps it up. Now they're moving funny, dry texting, and somehow always too tired to hang out unless it's convenient for them. And we'll still stay. Still holding on like it's going to get better, like we're waiting for the magic moment where they become who we thought they were. But God's patient.
Some people believe life naturally shows who is meant to stay and who isn't. When a connection isn't stable, distance often becomes part of the process. Instead of chasing something uncertain, it can be healthier to focus on yourself, protect your peace, and stay steady in your own direction.
Yeah.
I want a divorce.
What?
I want a divorce.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
You get everything else you want. You spoiled. So I give this to you too. Take it. Take it.
She may have expected the divorce talk to bring pressure or a strong reaction, but his calm response changed everything. When expectations don't match reality, emotions can shift fast. In the end, choosing not to escalate and instead stepping back often becomes the clearest path forward for both people.
Divorce papers. I need you to sign it. Wait a minute.
What?
I just want to let you know that I'm taking the house. I'm taking the house.
I'm going with my mother.
Okay, hold on. I'm taking the money in the bank too.
Take the money and I'll start from scratch.
Hold on. I'm taking Max and Milo also.
Take them. I don't care. I'll be alone.
No.
Take them. It's signed. It's signed. It's too late. Let's go.
In this situation, it appears that personal relationships and online attention may have become mixed. When that happens, misunderstandings and conflict can easily grow between partners. From the outside, it looks like one person chooses to step back and make a clear decision. How that choice is viewed often depends on personal values and perspective.
Just jealous that he's a real man and you're not. Until you learn how to be a real man, like he actually has abs, he actually has muscles, he, works outside, actually gets his hands dirty. Until you can learn to do those things, yeah, I'm gonna stay in communication with him.
Oh, really? Because the last time you left me for him, you came crawling back.
Relationship with him. You are just jealous that he's a real man and you're not.
In some cases, people carry comparisons from past relationships while trying to move forward. This can create confusion and emotional distance if it isn't resolved. When someone steps back, it often reflects a desire for clarity and self-respect rather than staying in ongoing conflict or comparison.
I dated a very traditional Christian man who asked me at one point, how do you feel about after you graduated, we just immediately got married and you were a stay-at-home wife and you didn't have to work? I was honestly offended by that question because I was so passionate about this thing that I was getting a degree in that I was just so eager to enter the workforce and do this thing that I loved and get money for it. Fast forward to today, I've graduated, we broke up, I'm now working in the profession of the thing that I got a degree in, and I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I learned. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm done.
It can be easy to assume that success in one area of life will automatically carry over into relationships, but that's not always true. Relationships still depend on trust, respect, and emotional connection. When those things break down, strong emotions often follow, and both people may struggle to understand what went wrong.
To sign my divorce papers. Yes, you heard that right. Didn't think I'd be getting married at 31 and divorced at 32, yet here we are. So today I'm wearing the fragrance that I wore on my wedding day, and that smells just like one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I had to go to the Greek consulate to sign a power of attorney because we did get married in Greece, and honestly, I should have just left him there. But no, I decided to bring him back to Australia and to give him a visa.
Quarta.
Anyway, I thought I would address this because a lot of you have been asking me about my marriage and what's been happening. I've gotten tons of comments and private messages and even emails. I didn't think anyone was that interested in my love life. So here it is. I am officially divorced. A lesson to all the ladies out there, please stop giving out visas like they are your number.
When one person feels that a relationship is based more on external goals than genuine connection, trust can quickly break down. In situations like this, expectations no longer match reality. Some people then choose to step away and focus on protecting their self-respect and finding clarity about what they want moving forward.
About right now is none of my friends have reached out to me and asked me how I'm doing. I just want a hug. I just wish people cared about me.
Some relationships involve both emotional connection and shared goals. When expectations are not aligned, misunderstandings and conflict can easily follow. That's why honest communication early on is important. It helps both people understand each other and prevents confusion later.
I told my husband I wanted a divorce. And this would probably shock a lot of my friends and my family because I hadn't told anybody, okay? I walked myself through the logistics of where would I live, how would we split the time with the kids, who gets the dog, where all of those things, okay? Had a full breakdown. I feel like I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. Let me be very...
Even after many years together and having children, separation can still happen when one partner feels a relationship is no longer working. People and feelings can change over time. These situations are often painful for everyone involved and highlight how important communication is before problems grow too large.
He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet. And that is probably the reason why I have not left. Okay. Our relationship and what my expectations are for my marriage and what they always have been are not met, right? Which I don't know if anybody's are. The reason that pushed me to even bring up divorce and talk about it was the fact that I feel like I can't be myself with my husband. And it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old. I am a mom of 3 and I still don't know who I am. So for me to be like, oh, I can't be myself or you don't love me for who I am isn't really fair because I don't know.
Sometimes a relationship ends when one person no longer feels the peace or stability it once had. Over time, priorities and emotions can shift, leading both people in different directions. In the end, people often choose the path they believe will bring them more happiness, even when the outcome is uncertain.
Wife not fucking want you no more. She's not coming back. Fucking woman pleading for her to give you a motherfucking chance. Oh, please come back. Please get back in my life. Stop that fucking shit. Let that bitch go. Fuck that.
When a connection is no longer mutual, it can affect someone's emotional well-being. In such cases, the healthiest choice may be to accept the situation and focus on yourself. Protecting your peace and staying grounded can matter more than holding on to something that no longer works. Walking away can also be a form of self-respect.
What?
We're getting a divorce.
It's about damn time. In a minute, I'm gonna need it.
Really?
But why?
Buddy, we're never getting divorced. Seriously?
What? What do you want me to say?
You're like, okay, either way.
Yeah? What?
Can you at least fake it a little bit?
Why do you want to say me? Is that good?
In some relationships, one person may feel their concerns are not being taken seriously, while the other sees the situation differently. This can lead to frustration over time. A healthy marriage depends on respect and open communication from both sides. When that balance is missing, trust becomes harder to maintain.
A 28 female made a joke with my husband, 29 male, and it's costing me my marriage with a man I truly love. I need help fixing it. My husband and I have been married for 4 years now. I truly do love him with everything I have. I can't see a life without him. I took some stupid advice from some of my girlfriends regarding a joke that they have done with their husbands or boyfriends.
Sometimes people find it difficult to accept responsibility for their role in a situation and may instead blame outside factors. This can block honest reflection. Even things that are meant as jokes or tests in a relationship can have real consequences, which is why communication and accountability are so important.
The joke is basically telling your partner that you want to break up or that you want a divorce.
Okay. Whoa.
Well, I never wanted to do it and thought it was cruel to do, especially to someone you love. But I was convinced after they kept pestering me about it, as I was the only one that hasn't done it yet out of the 5 of us. They further convinced me about it when they told me the reactions their partner had afterwards. Stupidly, I did it last week, and my husband's reaction wasn't what I thought it would be. I honestly thought that he would try and talk to me or beg or make suggestions like my friends' partners had done, but he didn't. We had dinner and we were watching a movie when I told him, I'm not happy anymore and I think we should get a divorce. He looked at me for a couple of seconds and I swear it looked like something broke in his eyes. He got up, walked to our bedroom, and within 10 minutes came out with a bag and walked out of the house without saying a word to me. I tried to stop him, especially after seeing him with his bag packed, and I told him it was just a joke and I didn't mean it. But he basically just brushed me off and walked out.
When someone starts preparing to leave a relationship ahead of time, it often means their emotional limits have already been reached. At that stage, communication and patience may no longer feel effective. Marriage depends on mutual respect and understanding, and when that breaks down, one or both partners may decide to walk away.
I've tried to get a hold of him, messages, calls, emails, video chats, but he isn't answering me at all. I talked to his friends, but none of them want to tell me where he is, when, and if they even answer me. I went to his work, but they refused me entry into the building. I've tried his parents, but they don't want to get involved as well as with his siblings. The only messages I got back were from his sister, telling me, joke or not, I fucked up. I've sent so many messages about it being a joke and even sent screenshots of my conversations with my girlfriends about the joke as a proof that it was a joke and that I'm not backtracking all of a sudden, but nothing. My friends didn't have any real advice and told me to just give him time and that he will get over it. Everything came down on me yesterday when I was served with actual divorce papers.
Oh my God.
It felt like someone slapped me in the face and hit me and continued to hit me. I was and still am in so much pain. I frantically tried to get a hold of him, but all I got back was he has nothing to say and that I should talk to his lawyer. How can I get the man I love back? I don't want to lose him. I made a stupid joke. I know that now, and it's breaking my world apart. This is why you don't joke about breaking up or divorce. You lose all trust that person had.
When a relationship falls apart, one person may choose to step back completely instead of staying in ongoing conflict. In those moments, the focus shifts to setting boundaries and moving forward separately.
Hey guys, I just want you to know my wife just called me fat and asked me for a divorce.
I did not.
What'd you say then?
I said we needed some extra steps.
Same difference.
When expectations in a relationship feel unbalanced or unrealistic, it can create tension and frustration for both people. This often leads to disagreements about fairness and respect. In situations like this, it helps to pause, reassess what each person expects, and communicate openly so both sides can better understand each other.
3 years ago, I was strongly considering divorce, and I want to talk to you about why. My husband and I had 4 kids. We both worked full time. We had been together for 16 years at this point. We've been together since high school. And on paper, I have an amazing husband. He is incredibly supportive. He's kind. He's loyal. He's a great dad. He's very hands-on. He's an active participant. He's always present. Like on paper, but in reality, my experience is very similar to the experience of other women. Is that we marry these amazing men and we have amazing relationships, and then we have kids. And when we have kids, women tend to carry a disproportionate amount of the work in the home, the work of raising kids, and the mental load. And that is exactly what happened to us. I remember looking at my husband and saying, I am exhausted. I am in charge of everything in this house. Every night when we cook dinner, you ask me what to make. When you drop off the kids at daycare, you ask me what they need in their backpacks. I am the project manager of this home and I need you to do more. You know, something that would make my life easier. The dishwasher was emptied, the dishes were put away, and the trash was taken out. When I've got the 4 kids running around and the baby crying, I can't be looking for their favorite water bottle in the dishwasher. I just need to know it's clean.
Bringing relationship problems into public view can often make things worse instead of helping. Healthy relationships depend on private, respectful communication and calm problem solving. When conflicts continue to escalate, they usually create more distance. Real peace often comes from addressing issues directly and with mutual respect.